Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Friday. Happy Friday, the 18th day of July 2025. I hope this Friday finds you safe and healthy, and it finds your family safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in health along with first responders, trying every day to save lives, and those that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People are also the victims of pornography, child pornography, prostitution, child prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators, like that fool yesterday in St. Augustine, Florida, tried to snatch a girl out of a smoke shop. She fought him off. Good for her. Fought him off, caused enough ruckus that people called the police. Not only that, they had the parking lot on surveillance video, caught him, got that dirt bag, and the girl's free. She shook up, but she's safe and she's okay. Blessings on her, curses on him and all those like him, and all those that profit from these things, and those perverts that create the demands that cause people like that to go out and hunt for little boys and girls. Curses on all of them. Double blessings on the homeless. More than 700,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, and military veterans homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So there was a basketball game yesterday, final game of the Summer League for the Knicks. They lost to the Indiana Pacers in a close game, 91-88. Overall, of the players, I'm going to break the players up in two camps. And I would really wish that some of y'all, before you start asking questions that are answered in the video, look at the video. So, yesterday, let's go over two camps. The camp of players that are already under contract. Okay? So basically, on this Knicks squad for the Summer League, that's three players. That's Daddy, Kolek, and Hukporti. They already have signed NBA contracts. Okay? So if the Knicks are going to do anything with respect to them, it would be a waiver or a trade, and we're probably knowing the Don it's going to be a trade. So that's them. So let's talk about another aspect, which is probably the biggest aspect of Summer League. Now, as far as the NBA is concerned, the biggest aspect is promoting the next crop of stars, like Cooper Flag, or Trey Williams, or Trey Johnson, or whoever. They trying to promote the next crop of stars because that's how they make money. Makes sense. So they market their future stars. But really, it's about dudes trying to get NBA contracts. That's what they're here for. Aside from the lottery picks that got their guaranteed money coming, it's about trying to get contracts, guys that don't have contracts. Now, for the Knicks, that would represent guys that are in the mix. We're talking about really four players. Beauchamp. We're talking about McCullough. We're talking about Beauchamp, McCullough. Who else? Well, Diawara is guaranteed his spot. Let me add him. The rookie spot is his, so we're not worried about that. But Beauchamp, Diawara, Beauchamp, McCullough. Sorry, Beauchamp, McCullough, Nnaji. Okay, Beauchamp, McCullough, Nnaji, and I'm missing somebody. Beauchamp, McCullough, Watson, Anton Watson. Oh, Dink, Pate. That's who I was missing. So these guys are trying to get now. Watson, Beauchamp, and McCullough got two-way deals. But all of them want a regular roster spot. Okay? So let's take a look at what we got. Just listen carefully now. Because some of y'all keep asking me the same question. I go over this almost every day. I know. Welcome to my world. Okay, so the Knicks right now have a rookie contract available. That's Diawara. So don't worry about that. Take that off the table. Diawara, that's it. The Knicks right now have one contract available to sign to a veteran minimum contract. One. Now, they have guys that want that contract, aside from Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright, that played for the Knicks last year, Kevin McCullough, Marjon Beauchamp, Anton Watson, and Dink Pate. They all want that spot. Okay? That's their dream, to get that spot. Now, of course, they all can't have it. Now, let's see. Let's talk about, now, Kolek is on the bubble. He did not have a good summer league. He had one good game, and yesterday he had his moments. Overall, his defense is, to say it's below par, I'm being charitable. He does not play good defense. He does not play NBA level defense. He does not play Jalen Brunson level defense. That's a problem. So he's on the bubble in the sense that, let's say the Knicks wanted to add a second piece to their roster, because really, you want as much talent on your roster as possible, while at the same time trying to develop young talent. That's what you want. You're trying to find a mix between talent and development of young talent. So right now, the young talent that's getting developed is Diawara and Hukporti. Those are your young talents being developed. You want to develop also, well, you don't need to, I wouldn't say Beauchamp needs development. Beauchamp is in his fourth season, and he clearly is an NBA player. I was saying that from before the Summer League. And now the Summer League has proven it. He ended up yesterday scoring 28, looking like a man among boys, in my opinion. Nobody could take him off the dribble. He was in the right spot on defense. He was doing his thing. Even in his worst game, which was Sunday, where he shot the ball horribly, he still played good defense. Okay? And on Friday, he had 15. Again, that was another bad game. The whole team sucked last Friday. And he still played good defense. So he just is out of sync. It takes the guys a couple of games to get in a flow, which is normal, right? They haven't played since, a guy like Beauchamp probably hasn't played really since May. But he last two games, he showed up, right? Last two games. So he was getting better every game. He's an NBA player, okay? So, and he's 24 years old. Good age. He's ready. So let's take him off the table for now. Dink Pate is 19. Dink Pate got better every game. Dink Pate already plays NBA level defense right now. He is better defensively by far than Tyler Kolek. By far. And I have to keep reminding myself that this kid is 6'8". He's not like 6'3" or 6. He's 6'8". So he could play the 2, which he's done in this summer league. He played the 2 and the 3. And he's not even full, his body is not filled out yet. He could probably eventually play the 2, the 3, the 4, guard, or at least 4 positions. At least 1 through 4. He's got to stay. I'm going to tell you right now. Now, let me tell you, I'm telling you a combination of my opinion and what I think the Knicks are going to do. They're keeping him. I'm going to tell you right now, they're keeping him. He's 19 years old, and he's already looking like he belongs. Now, right now, unfortunately, they're not going to give him, they already have Diawara as the guy they're developing on the regular roster. Pate, though, he's a lock to get a two-way deal. Anton Watson looked good yesterday. That dunk he did was amazing. But he ain't 19. This boy is going to be a player. So he's staying on a two-way deal. Okay? Period. Then you have McCullough. And McCullough looks like an NBA player. His knee is fully healed. It looks like he's moving. And he's playing. And he's playing a smart game. His defense needs a little help. It's not horrible, but it needs help, okay? All that is reps and development. So if they want, and then of course you have Nnaji, who is 7 feet tall, 7'7" wingspan. Yeah, there's that. So if they wanted to keep 2 guys on the regular roster, they'd have to trade Tyler Kolek. He's the odd man out. See, when you look at the roster, right? When you look at the roster, at the bottom of the roster, Daddy A ain't being traded. Okay, he's 20. He ain't going nowhere. Clarkson, obviously, ain't going nowhere. He's not even, forget it, they signed him. Then there's Hukporti. He's backing up Mitch Rob. Okay, if Mitch Rob starts, Hukporti's your backup 5. Okay, and if Mitch Rob comes to the bench, Hukporti's still behind him, and he's going to get minutes. So the odd man out is Kolek. Okay, and so if they're going to trade a guy to open up another, that's the point here. They'd be looking to get back a 2nd-round pick and open up another roster spot. That roster spot to me would either be Beauchamp or McCullough, and I would lean toward Beauchamp because he's played in the NBA before. He showed he could play NBA level defense. He looked good in this summer league, and he's not coming off no major injury like McCullough is. You want and Beauchamp's defense is miles ahead of McCullough. He's ready to play in the NBA. So that would be Beauchamp. Okay, and then McCullough, you keep him on a 2-way deal, give him another year of development and on the defensive side of the ball. As a healthy now, he'd be healthy. And then he could still come up for 50 games, during the course of the year. You still got him for 50 games. So I would keep McCullough on the 2-way deal with Pate. I would trade Kolek, and I would bring Beauchamp into that spot. I would get Shamet or DeLon Wright to the other spot. So now you add Shamet, you got DeLon Wright, you got Beauchamp. To me, at this point, that team is stacked. It is stacked, top to bottom. Okay? Then you still got Dink Pate developing. You still got Beauchamp. And they would have a decision. You still got McCullough. You still got Dink Pate. Those are your two ways. Then you got another 2-way. Nnaji. I would put Nnaji on that 2-way. So you have Nnaji, McCullough, and Pate on your 2-way deals. You can have 3 of those. To me, there's your 3. Nnaji, McCullough, and Pate. Nnaji because 5s are sought after right now. People are looking for 5s. Like I said yesterday, Miami, somebody come at me with, they spend a lot of money on, Miami don't care about a lot of money if you don't fit the culture. I hope Khalil Ware, talent-wise, no doubt. But then, they had other guys. Michael Beasley didn't fit the culture, and he was gone. And he ain't the only one. There have been others. I can go back in the annals and look, but Michael Beasley stands out. He was 2nd overall pick. 2nd. Okay? So they let him go because he wasn't fitting the culture at the time. He was immature. They would do that to anybody. They'll take guys off the scrap heap like they have done many times and make them NBA players and make them help contribute to winning. They'll do that. Miami has that type of culture. So there's Miami. There is, a lot of teams. Indiana, Milwaukee. I know they just signed Miles Turner, but who's the backup? There's multiple teams that are going to want a 5. Okay, Portland just let their boy walk to LA, who was desperate for a 5. They got Yang, but they're gonna need more backup. See, teams are looking for 5s to compete against Oklahoma City, who has Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein. They're looking for 5s. Okay, so Nnaji's a commodity right now. So to me, I'd keep Nnaji, McCullough on my 2-way deals. I'm keeping Nnaji, McCullough, and Pate. I'm going to trade Kolek and try to get a 2nd-round pick for him. And I'm going to open up a spot for Beauchamp. And I'm going to sign, if I could get Shamet on that $3.5 million vet min, I'm doing that. So now our team would be stacked. The Knicks team would be ridiculously stacked. Because then you'd have Towns, OG, Brunson, Mikal Bridges, right? And then they're going to either start Mitchell Robinson or Deuce McBride, and the other one would come off Mobb Deep. Then you got Yabusele, then you have Clarkson, then you have Hart, and you might have Hukporti if you're starting Mitch Rob. You'll have Deuce if you're starting Mitch Rob with Hukporti. I like that team. Then you still got Beauchamp as a wing defender. He could guard 1 through 3, no problem. That's him. You got him as a wing defender. You still got Shamet as a shooter. This team be stacked. This team be the new version, Oklahoma City kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you have that. I'm telling y'all. That's the team right there. So we'll see how they do this, but I'm thinking Tyler Kolek's on the bubble. They got to make a decision. It's decision time for the Dom. You keep Kolek, let him play out this year, give him a lot of G League time. Hopefully he develops some defense. And the reason I say that is because Tyler Kolek, again, he's 24. Let's compare him to Beauchamp. I mean, they're not the same position, but in terms of maturity level, as physical maturity. Beauchamp, even though he had bad games, he looked like he was a man among boys. Even if he was off, and he was always there on defense. Even if he's off, his confidence hurt. And even though he went 1 for whatever it was on Sunday, it didn't hurt him enough. He came out professionally and balled out Tuesday, then came out again yesterday and hit 6 threes. He's ready. Kolek was struggling with guys that are G League rookies and guys that never made the league. He was struggling in his first game, in his second game. Yesterday, for the most part, he struggled. Then he hit a couple of clutch shots at the end, very crafty clutch shots. But again, who's he playing against? Now, that's what I'm saying. Do you cut cord now at age 24 and try to get something for him? I would. If I'm trying to do that because I want Beauchamp on my roster. I want him on my roster. Of course, they're gonna have a caucus at the end. Decision time now because some leagues over. So decision time now. What they're gonna do? They're gonna caucus with Mike Brown, Brink, the Don and them, Will Ride West and them. What y'all want to do? It's decision time, okay? And this happens every summer. Decision time. So to me, again, Pate is an NBA player. He's only 19. You got to keep that kid. You can't let him go nowhere. Two-way. McCullough is an NBA player. You just don't have room for him right now, and his defense needs to improve. So you let him, as a healthy guy now, play two-way and develop in the G League that defense that he needs. Because I think he could do it. It's not like he don't have the physical attributes to do it. I think he will. Now that he's healthy. You do that. So you got Pate, you got McCullough, and then Nnaji, again, a 7-footer, 7'7" wingspan. You let him play with better players, and you let him also, he's only 20. He'll be 21 in August. You let him develop in the G League. And you keep him under your control, okay? And you still got 50 games of him, if you need him. So, to me, you keep those 3 on your G League contract. You open up another roster spot by trading Kolek. And what you would do is you trade Kolek into cap space, somebody's cap space, and you try to get a second-round pick for him. So somebody's going to basically risk $2 million on a second-round pick for Tyler Kolek. And I think there's teams out there that will do that. So now you put him, and then really, he needs to be on a team that's in development mode, where he would get consistent minutes in a rotation. Like I said, I mentioned the Nets, Washington, Charlotte. Charlotte, he would definitely get minutes. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you right now, daggone ball ain't going to be around. He's about to get awarded a new contract with the Anthony Ambulance School. So that is, that's what I'm saying. So he needs to be on a team where he can get some minutes, let him sink or swim out there. He's going to sink on the defensive side of the ball, but if you give him a lot of minutes, he's going to light it up offensively, just like Ball does. So there you go. Except I don't think Kolek will be hurt as much as, Ball is. So anyway, that's what I would do. I would try to do that. I don't know what they're thinking. Except I can guarantee you, let me end the video by guaranteeing you something. Pate's going to get a two-way contract. Pate's going to do that. Okay? Beauchamp and McCullough are going to be on the team. There's no either two-way or roster. And then you got the question mark is Nnaji. I don't know what they're going to do with Nnaji and Kolek. He's on the bubble. I don't know what they're going to do with Kolek. But I'm guaranteed you Pate gonna get a two-way deal. Beauchamp gonna at least get a two-way deal, if not a roster spot. And then you'll see what happens with it. McCullough's gonna get a two-way deal. McCullough's gonna be a two-way contract. Pate McCullough gonna be a two-way contract. Pate McCullough and Beauchamp are gonna be part of this organization in this coming season. Kolek's on the bubble. Nnaji we'll see, because you gotta open up spots for them. But we'll see what happens. It's real tight right now. Decision time in the front office of Madison Square Garden. You'll enjoy the weekend. So